Welcome back. Data download time. In 2020, Latino voters made up about 13% of the presidential vote. The bloc, though, is only growing, meaning these voters could be key to understanding where the nation's electorate is headed. Our new NBC News Telemundo poll offers some clues about how the Latino vote both differs from and aligns with the overall American electorate. Republicans do believe they can make some inroads. So let's take a look. To start, this is where Democrats have an advantage. Latino voters are much younger than the overall electorate. 38% fall between the ages of 18 to 34. Only a quarter of American voters overall are in that age group. Latino voters are less likely to have a college degree than voters in the electorate overall. But it is a gap that has been closing over the last decade. And Latino voters, while they still lean pretty Democratic, this 21-point gap actually isn't as big as it was in past elections. So there is that going on. And if you dig a little further, you'll see a split in the Latino vote that is actually all too familiar in the broader electorate. It's a political divide between urban and rural voters. So even though Latinos prefer Democratic Congress by 21 points overall, the advantage varies significantly depending on where you live. As you can see here, urban Latinos give Democrats a 28-point advantage. That continues to decrease basically as you get closer to rural America. Suburban voters, the advantage is just 13 points, and it's down to single digits. This is why Republicans think they can make inroads in South Texas. And then there are demographic divisions that also looks similar. On the Supreme Court's Dobbs decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, urban Latinos disapprove of that decision by 26 points. But again, as you move geographically, just over half of Latinos in suburbs disapprove, and in rural areas, that gap was just 4 points. And then finally, Latino Republicans are actually more likely to identify with Donald Trump over the party than the overall GOP electorate. Check this out. 55% of Latino Republicans still say they're a Republican more than they're a Trump supporter. But 40% call themselves a Trump supporter. It's a 15-point gap. In our most recent poll of Republicans overall, it was a 25-point gap. Fascinating.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.